Here we see an aerial wetland map of 30 Jefferson Road. Obviously the home itself is marked in the front there with the star and the arrow, and the two protected wetland areas in the backyard are marked with the two blue stars. The Conservation Commission tells us we need to maintain a 100-foot buffer zone around these protected wetlands. So based on lengthy conversations I had with these folks as well as a scaled sketch that they provided me, that 100-foot buffer zone is roughly right around here. Beyond that, you're free to clear whatever you would like without so much as a call to them. I would personally recommend keeping some of this coverage in the front here just to give you a little shelter from the street and provide some shade. But we're talking about roughly a 5,000 square foot area you could clear all on your own. If you wanted to get back into this 50-foot zone, it's possible you can do that. It's something they call a minor buffer zone activity. For instance, if you wanted to put in a fence, you could do that. And the Conservation Commission tells me as long as it's something simple like a fence, that's a fairly typical process and usually easily gets approved. There are two homes in the immediate neighborhood that had similar challenges in the backyard I wanted to share with you. 42 Jefferson Road is on the same side of the street as 30 Jefferson. And when this house was built, it had a very tight, restricted backyard. As we swing back into the backyard here, the backyard, I'm told, originally ended where that tree is there. Swinging across the yard, that tree and that third tree were kind of the limits of where the backyard was. Beyond that, it was all oaks and pine trees and scrub oaks and wooded brush. These folks were obviously able to clear out a bit of that and carve out a real nice, flat, usable yard space for the family to enjoy. The other house I wanted to show you was 3 Peters Lane, which is just around the corner from 30 Jefferson Road. And this house has a very similar lot to 30 Jefferson, whereas it slopes down in the back toward a wetland area. These folks were able to use some nice stone retaining walls and really build out a nice flat level backyard for the family to enjoy. You can see here looking back at the house, they made room for the swing set, the shed, really just flattened out a nice usable yard space in the back with the blessing of the Conservation Commission. Keep in mind, one of the best things about 30 Jefferson Road is its extreme close proximity to the elementary and middle school. Literally 2 houses down is the path that all the neighborhood kids take to walk to school. If you're in the area, please stop by. We have roped off that buffer zone so you can get a real good visual in person. And I hope this video has shed some light into the very real possibilities of the yard expansion at 30 Jefferson Road.